Pine Bluff, Arkansas, was founded in 1819 along the banks of the Arkansas River. But the city's original location was actually about 15 miles north of today's Pine Bluff, within what is now known as the Pine Bluff Arsenal. In those early years, Pine Bluff thrived as a bustling hub of trade and community life, with Main Street at its heart, connecting families and businesses to the river and to each other. This was where Pine Bluff's identity was forged, rich in culture, diversity, and a deep sense of belonging. At 17th and Main in the original city stood Wiley Jones Park, a landmark created by Wiley Jones, a former slave who became one of Arkansas's most successful entrepreneurs. Wiley Jones Park was more than just green space, it was a place for professional baseball games, harness racing, and community gatherings, a symbol of unity and pride for Pine Bluff's residents. But in 1927, a devastating flood swept through the city. Wiley Jones Park, once a place of joy, was tragically converted into a concentration camp for displaced residents. Many African Americans, who were most affected by the flood, endured harsh conditions and injustices in these camps, deepening the impact of this tragedy on Pine Bluff's sense of community. Just over a decade later, in 1941, the U.S. Army acquired the land of the original Pine Bluff to establish the Pine Bluff Arsenal, a critical military installation. The entire community had to relocate, leaving behind their homes, landmarks, and memories within restricted arsenal grounds. A new Pine Bluff was constructed approximately 15 miles south, borrowing familiar street names and landmarks, but in a completely different location. For many residents, the new Pine Bluff was a city without a physical connection to the original community, a recreation that carried echoes of the past but lacked its true roots. Figures like Wiley Jones, whose contributions to transportation and public spaces enriched the original city, and Chief Saracen of the Quapaw tribe, whose leadership is remembered as a legacy of resilience, are vital to understanding Pine Bluff's identity. These individuals shaped the cultural fabric of the original Pine Bluff, their legacies intertwined with a city that now lies within a military base, out of reach for most. Today, most Pine Bluff residents may not know that their city's early history unfolded 15 miles north, now hidden within the arsenal. This separation has created a unique disconnect between Pine Bluff's past and present. But efforts to revitalize the community are underway. Projects like sustainable housing, community gardens, and the restoration of natural landmarks offer hope. Through these initiatives, Pine Bluff is not only reconnecting with its heritage but is building a path forward, honoring the legacy of the past while creating a sustainable and engaged future.